I'll repeat the question so that you can understand. So the question was, a lot of people had questions about the highlighting of the characters, especially the soldiers that you see, and that it clashes a bit with the Third Crusade environment. And the question is, was that a solution, a game design solution that we had to implement so that you can tell who you can interact with and who you can lock onto, or which important characters there, and are we satisfied with that, or is it another reason? And actually, that is intentionally the art direction that was given for the locking system. So there's a lot of stuff in the art direction that isn't Third Crusade like. We don't have scroll style interfaces and stuff like that. There's a lot of modern elements, and that was really one of the art director's objectives, is to contrast the gruesome kind of dark medieval times with a more modern, polished look. And I guess it's not going to appeal to everyone. So some people think it's really cool, and some people think, oh, I'd like my, Third Crusade look. But that was an art direction intention. But it does also have, besides being cool or not looking, depending on your opinion, it's actually helpful in game design too, because it shows you who the important characters are. It's an indication, whoever's lighting up at the time, who you would target if you chose to target. So it is a good tool for, fight gameplay and stuff.
Okay. Are you currently working on a playable demo for, I don't know, Xbox Live or PSN?
No, we're not making a demo.
You're not making the demo?
No.
Okay.
And this game is more like a sandbox style game, where there's a lot of things, so that it's not a linear mission where you can say, okay, we're making a demo and we give you this mission. You see the size of the city, it's huge, and we have 3 cities, and there's no way to say, okay, we're going to cut up this square of the city and give that to you in a demo, because then you can't run around or do the gameplay or go. So there was no way to really make a demo, and I think that's the same reason that games like GTA don't have a demo, is when you have a city, it's hard to figure out exactly what you'd put on there. But I know that fans and everyone would really like to play it, and that's understandable. But we tried to come up with a solution, and we couldn't really think of one.
How far is the PSP version compared to the 360 version? Is it going to be out at the same time of?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, given that it's this big open world game, have you got any kind of idea of how long it's going to take someone to play through?
Yeah, well, we've been doing a lot of playtests for like the last 3 months or so, and throughout production, but basically for the last 3 months we've had a full game walkthrough, and we've been able to see how long it takes people to do that stuff. And it's taking people around 18 hours to do just a full straight walkthrough. That's not doing any sandbox gameplay, that's not doing any optional missions, that's really just the minimum that you need to do to get through the game. And for people who do, when we're doing more sandbox stuff, it could be up to 40 hours. And actually we had a problem in the playtests, was that we'd booked 4 days to playtest the game with each group of people, and we have a lot of optional things, like you can go pick up flags, you can go help people in the city, and then they help you. You can out of the investigations, you always have 6 available, but you don't have to do more than 2, and people were doing them all, or 4 of them instead of 2. They were not going to get through the playtest in the time allowed, so we had to be like, no, stop, okay, no more optional things, just get through, so that we can get the difficulty well balanced and all that kind of stuff. So we had to kind of stop people from that.
J'ai une dernière question, ce que je vais faire en français parce que ça va être plus facile. À Los Angeles, à l'E3, j'ai eu l'occasion de rencontrer Patrick Desilets, et on a fait une petite interview, on a discuté ensemble. Et à un moment donné, en fait, il m'a parlé d'un projet qui lui tenait beaucoup à cœur, qui serait de faire en fait un jeu au temps de Jésus. Pas un jeu sur Jésus, mais un jeu au temps de Jésus, avec Jésus qui serait là, et puis toutes ces choses-là. Tu le produirais?
So the question is, at E3 this year, he was talking to Patrice Desilets, who's the creative director on Assassin's Creed, and they were discussing what kind of projects Patrice would like to make in the future, and Patrice said that he'd like to make a game in the time of Jesus Christ, not necessarily about Jesus, but in the time of Jesus. And then he asked if I would be interested in being the producer on the project. So